What's happening, racing fans? Welcome back to the channel, brought to you in association with betting.co.uk. I'm Ginger Joe and I'm back again with some daily selections for you to take a look at on Thursday's action. I've actually got 6 selections for you to take a look at today, and hopefully we can have a few more winners to keep that profit going. Just the 2 winners yesterday, but it did manage to bring us a small bit of profit, which is of course better than a loss, and hopefully we can add a few more winners to the tally today. So I'm going to bring you these ones quick fire. If you'd like to read my full article on these selections, please do head over and take a look at betting.co.uk, and of course take advantage of all of the offers that we have over on the website as well. But I'm just going to get straight onto the action for today. My first selection comes from the 2 o'clock at Ayr, where I fancy Burke Kibler. Actually recorded a career best at Southall, and the £7 claim coming off this one, and actually has a really well handicapped mark this time as well, particularly on his turf form as well. I think he's going to go very, very well indeed. He is the favourite for the race, but I do think he's going to take all of the beating in the 2 o'clock. My second selection runs in the 305 at Ayr, Fly Like an Eagle, a horse that's actually really starting to get the hang of things now. A 4-time course and distance winner already, and won really well at Musselburgh last time out. Battles really nicely if necessary, and this one's definitely one that's on an upward curve at the minute. Another £7 claim on this one as well. Off the top weight, I think it's going to be really hard to beat. Then in the 410, I like Berry Edge. Looks the most solid of these horses in this race. Not the most competitive race, but this one's a really consistent horse. Struggling at Musselburgh on his final start of the season in October, but has been given a little break for then, so he can freshen up, and generally been a really consistent sort of horse. The break should actually do him really good, and his turn form stacks up really nicely too. So in the 410, I think Berry Edge gets the job done. Then in the 525 at Salisbury, I like Fighting Poet, yet to actually win a race. So still a maiden at this point, but Richard Phillips is doing really well with his horses on the flat this turf. And at 10 to 1, I think I'm going to give this one a little bit of a chance. Ran 3 times at 1 mile 4, ran pretty decent, but looked like he appreciated the step up to 2 miles last time out, and ran very, very well for a long way of that race. Drops back in between 1.5 miles and 2 miles to 1 mile 6 this time, and I think that could actually be the ideal trip for him. So on the basis that he comes back onto this turf today, I think this could be an ideal chance for him to break his maiden at 10 to 1. In the 605 at Lingfield, I like Revolutionary Man. He has been a bit hit and miss, but he's been tried over all sorts of distances from 5 furlongs to 1 mile 4. Ran 3 times at 1 mile 4, stepped up to, ran 3 times at 7 furlongs, and seems to be back to form over this sort of trip. Second over 7 furlongs last time out, and they've actually managed to get Billy Loughnane on board for this race as well. So I don't think that's going to do his chances any harm at all. His best form has actually been over 7 furlongs. He gets conditions, he gets the right trip today, and I'm hoping that could be the combination to get him back in the winner's enclosure. And then finally, I like Grandfather Tom, who's in the 705 at Lingfield. Comes into this race off a career low mark, actually, and I think he could go really, really well. He's been given a great chance here by the handicapper. And his trainer, Robert Cow, only has the 1 runner at Lingfield. He's a master at 5 furlong sprint, so he may have had this one in mind for a little while now. And Grandfather Tom could finish us off this evening for a final selection of the day. There's my selections for you. Just a quick recap as they've come quite quick fire today. Burke Kibler in the 2 o'clock at Ayr, Fly Like an Eagle in the 305 at Ayr, Berry Edge in the 410 at Ayr, Fighting Poet in the 525 at Salisbury, Revolutionary Man in the 605 at Lingfield, and then Grandfather Tom runs in the 705 at Lingfield. Thank you for tuning in again. I'll be back later with some more selections for tomorrow's action. And I'm also going to do a Guineas preview for this weekend as well. And as I've mentioned before, please don't forget to subscribe. I really do appreciate the support. And I do give away a free bet to a subscriber every single week for Saturday. So thanks for tuning in. Free horse racing group chat in the description below if you'd like to come over and join me there. Goodbye for now.